fashion icon.
I'm so glad you mentioned it because I am with it.
You are with
No,
it. I
okay.
tell everyone.
I tell everybody, but all right. So Wednesday night, I went to Radio City to see the first of 4 performances of Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Now, 2 years ago, nobody had heard of Lady Gaga, and now she is huge, and we chose her as one of our 10 most fascinating people in December. And the interview, we did a little interview, and now tonight on 2020, we have a big interview, so you will find out a lot about her. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about Radio City. So the thing that's so interesting about her is that she, unlike Madonna, she is very vulnerable. She needs the attention. At one point, she lay down on the stage and said, "I'm like Tinkerbell." Remember Tinkerbell?
Yeah.
And she said, "If you don't applaud for me, I will die." You know. And she talks about her with us about this monstrous ambition that she had, and the way that she made herself different is by being outrageous. For example, these are things she wore in the AMA and the MTV Music Award. The mask, the clothes, the bikinis. You know, but she also sings and she writes her own music.
Well, she is one of those rare birds that I always say, if the whole band exploded and she had to sing the rest of the music a cappella, she would do it. She could do it. She could hit it on pitch, on key. She is the realest. To me, she's like Mary J. Mary J. Blige can stand up and sing wherever she is. This girl has the same thing.
She also plays the piano. She can accustom herself. So this was the program. It was called the Monster Ball. She says all her fans are monsters, or all monsters, or freaks, and she wants them to, you know, to realize that she too is a freak. Look at this, guys. How's that? Oh, no, I want you to see the inside. Excuse me. Yeah, man, look at that.
I like that look for you, Bob.
That's me with the wig on. So anyway, I'm just going to show you a little bit, because first of all, when she came to do our interview, I expected she was going to be in one of these get-ups, and she wasn't. She came in a very serious little black Chanel suit, no less. This is a Catholic girl from an Italian family. Her real name is Stephanie, I have to get it, Germanata. And in addition to all of the, you know, the stuff about her life and perhaps her bisexuality, isn't she? She spoke very touchingly about her father, who at first was outraged by her, and now is extremely loving and supportive. So I chose a little bit to show you. I want to talk a little bit about your father, because fairly recently your father had open heart surgery, which you said you gave to him as a gift. Tell me about it.
He had sort of resolved to all of us that he was not going to fix it and was just going to let life take its course. And the doctors were telling us that with the condition that my dad had, he wouldn't have a heart attack. He would just drop dead. So I went home. I left work for a bit, and I said, "You're not going to die in this house. So if you want to die, that's fine, but get out."
And he had the operation.
Yeah. I guess you could say I devoted myself so selflessly and strongly to my music that for a while I forgot about my family. And I can make as many #1 records as I will, and I can play as many shows as I like, but I only get one set of parents. But now I get to keep my father and have music.
She's a great guy. I adore this girl. I was with her in London where she performed.
Yeah, for the Queen.
Yes, for the Queen. And she has, I mean, she has it. She has it, that thing that you want in a performer. I mean, she's magnificent. And this interview is new, isn't it? We haven't seen this before, so everybody should watch 2020 tonight. Because if you want to see a great performer, this is the girl. And she's different. And she's not like anybody else.
She's so bigger than life. But I remember when we were in LA, Lady Gaga performed, and you remember She was so very quiet, and she was so, and then she got on stage and just,
Yeah.
but she's so different from these other artists who try to use all the pomp and circumstance. She actually is very talented. Like you said, she writes,
But she
she
does use
sings.
the pomp and circumstance.
But without that, like you said,
she wouldn't get
she
away
can
with it if she wasn't a talented girl. She would only, she'd be like, gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Because she's got the goods.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? Speaking of goods, in response